Yo guys, welcome back to a new podcast episode. Today I got the boys with me. We'll be doing a mid-season review of the Premier League. Before we start, can you guys introduce yourselves?
Peter Smith.
Jack Dove.
Marcus Cunningham.
Okay guys, whatever your names are. So first I would like to start with the top 3 signings of the Premier League this summer. We're gonna start with our number 3s. Ethan, start with your number 3.
I think as the OC, you should go first.
Should I go first?
I think as the OC, you should.
Okay, my number 3 for me, for the price that Spurs paid for him, Mickey van der Ven, 35 million for a defender, and just watching him play, the way he plays, like I'm jealous of him. I'm biased also because he's a left foot and he's very good. I'm very biased because I'm left foot, but just the way how fast he is and like his defending is very very good. So yeah, that's my number 3.
Brooklyn's actually fast in other things, not football.
Okay, nobody asked.
But not for
Melvin, your third place.
You see, I got a top 4, man. Because I couldn't decide properly, man. So at number 3, I actually have Diaby.
From Villa. Why?
He has 4 goals and 4 assists, though.
In how many games?
I don't actually know how many games, but come on.
That's
Isn't this his first? I swear this is his first season in the Premier.
Yeah, but
So wait. You consider DRB one of the signings of the season, but not Rasmus.
Rasmus.
Not Hoyland.
I'm gonna go with insists Rasmus.
Bro,
He has 5 in the last 5 games.
and 2 assists.
and he has 10 goals and 2 assists.
First of all, this is my top 3.
Okay.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Just give it our input.
Yeah, give me input. Okay, that's good. Okay, now that's actually
Is that the only reason why he's your number 3?
yeah.
Okay.
He's number 3 also.
Let's go in line, ready?
So for my number 3, I actually have Rasmus Hoyland as one of the signings of the season. Why are you laughing?
Guys, play first.
Being serious.
You know, like the start of the season, everybody was like, I don't know if he's gonna be the striker that United need. I don't know if he's gonna score goals. But there was like glimpse of hope when you watched him play, and then you're like, yeah, he's a good player. He's hold up play, he's finishing, his speed. He's a pacey person for someone that's like 6'3", 6'2". He's a pacey person and he's strong. So like, yeah, after like this year, when this year started, he started banging in goals. He has back to back goals.
And I add my input. I didn't put him in my top 3 for the fact that he took so long to come into his own. He started from when did he score his first Prem goal? Boxing Day. It took him so long. That is why he's not. I understand. We're talking of Prem. If you were talking of overall Champions League involved, then I probably would have. But then my top 3 would have also changed. But I'm just saying the fact that he took so long to score. I am a United fan, just for the people wanting to know. I am a United fan, but the fact that it took him so long to score his first goal, I'm glad he's scoring now, but it took him 11 games to score his first Premier League goal. That is the only.
Okay, can I interrupt you?
Okay, yeah.
So when you watched him play, you didn't like be amazed by
I was amazed, but it's just the fact is he didn't put the ball in it.
Okay, how do you expect a player that gets no service from the front
I watched
put
the
the ball in
game.
the
I
back
was
of the
also
net?
irritated when I saw instead of them passing the ball, they would take a shot and kick it to the moon or something. I understand that, but I'm just saying that half of his goals in the Champions League was he made it himself. He got assists like 1 of that 5 goals in the Champions League. Why couldn't he do it in the
I swear every time he scored in the Champions League, we didn't win.
I'm just saying, that's just my input, but okay, I understand your third place.
My third place now, I would say Szoboszlai.
Why?
Not because I'm biased, but look at the impact he gave to Liverpool when he came in. The work he does. It's like a workhorse, you see. Anything you want to say, Brady?
I have nothing to say.
That's also why I chose Diaby, right?
No.
But the thing is, can I say something? I've watched the last 5 games, and I swear he's been on the bench.
I understand, for the last few games he hasn't been like proper, but
He hasn't been impacting.
Yeah,
If you look at Szoboszlai when he plays,
Then you might as well say put Doku in your top 3. That is.
Based on one performance he's saying.
I know.
But Diaby, give me a game where he stood out like a big game. I've not heard like.
You watched it again.
I swear that Yabi was good when he came on against United.
Against us.
Yeah.
But he
I'm
did
pretty sure he
nothing.
like assisted.
Nah, that was
Sweet.
Leon
Oh,
Bailey.
it came. No,
But Bailey's the one that.
Diaby came on. Leon Bailey went off because they put Diaby on the right wing.
wing.
And then he still crossed the ball in, and then the player kicked it, and then it took a deflection of another.
It was Eric Bailey. It was Leon Bailey. But okay, I won't argue with you, Brady. But second place now, and my second place is actually James Madison. A lot of people thought, how are they gonna replace Harry Kane's goals? How are they gonna, how are they gonna get back to the top? And for James Madison to come in and such an impact, it's not just down to him; it's down to the new manager also. But I feel like he has a big part to play in Tottenham, like forgetting that Harry Kane was even at the club. So that is why he's my number 2. And for like 50, 60 million, like you can't go wrong with that. Logan?
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. My number 2 is also James Madison, by the way. I mean, he's a class player. We see what he did at Leicester. I mean, unfortunately, they went down. Right? What the hell is he laughing for?
You just searched
No.
that now.
Look here.
Yes, we're gonna speak. You added that in now.
No,
Dude,
but
no,
it's fine.
I was comparing.
Zero
I-
goal
I-
knowledge. So wait,
I'm comparing.
Are we just basing everything off goals and assists?
No, you dumb. I
Oh,
literally
yes,
just
oh.
said now, did you not see? Did you not see his
Okay,
impact at
go,
Leicester?
go.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, we literally saw what he did
Oh,
at
no,
Leicester.
oh, no.
Okay.
Ready? Your number 2?
My number 2,
3 goals, 6 assists, by the way.
Cole Palmer.
Your number 2.
My number 2.
That's very controversial. That's controversial to me because you said so yourself, he's a pen merchant. You said so yourself.
He gets the job done though.
Yeah, but he gets the job done. Chelsea might be
Audible.
horrible. Chelsea might be horrible, but he gets the job done. You need someone to score penalty? He's your guy.
Now see,
Cole Palmer.
take his penalties out now. Would he still be that good?
Look at his assist.
I feel like he would be actually.
I feel like
Look
he
at
would.
his assist.
You
Yeah.
remember?
I'm not saying-
Remember, he came from
I'm not
Manchester.
saying that
He came
he-
from Man City
Yeah.
to
Can I
come
say
play for
something?
Chelsea.
I give him kudos for that because any player after winning the champion the treble in that fact and decided to leave, like he started the season well at City. Remember, he scored in the
Cup
community shield and the Super Cup. And for him to, when he got that offer to become the main man at Chelsea, he just left and took that opportunity. So I do give him kudos for that. But I just don't think that he's as good as people are making of him. That's just my opinion, though. But continue.
Okay, but Cole Palmer's my number 2. You know, he's still a great player. He can do what many players can do. He can score goals. He can
He
assist.
was good in tight places. Small is the
Ethan, your
My
number
number
two.
2. Same. Cole Palmer.
You okay?
My
Now, do you have
number
do you have a
two.
different different reason? Or
No, exact same. It seems
okay.
like he came it done when he came. The goals is doing.
Let me ask another question. What impact if they are still
I
10?
was literally about to say that now.
They still-
They are still 10.
Seen.
The 10th now, no?
Yeah, they are still
I
10.
mean, it's not his fault the goalkeeper's letting the ball in the net.
It's not just the goalkeeper.
They
It's a
win,
team
they think,
effort,
they
though.
draw, they think, they win,
Nothing they do,
think.
they still think.
Oh. They're like the girls that I go for 10 out of 10.
Crazy.
And they reject
This
him.
is
Crazy.
the guy. This is a soccer podcast. Please keep those comments to yourself. Thank you. Okay,
He's just jealous.
and and my number 1. I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, but I think they should give West Ham more money for this. But mine is Declan Rice. He's been magnificent. You can say what you want to. I think that 110 was spent better than what Chelsea spent for Enzo and Caicedo. Like 110, 120 million, and what he's been doing for Arsenal has been near perfect. Like I think he has been the signing of
That's
the
a
summer.
great shout. I forgot.
because-
I forgot about him.
110 million, obviously you're gonna have that weight on your shoulders. Some
And he's
people
English.
doesn't know how to handle it, but he's playing like they paid 10 million for him. Like he's just too good. That he's my number 1 signing without a doubt. I would put him the Rodri first, then him, then Casemiro. That's just my opinion. Based on this season, we're talking on this season.
Casemiro was injured for the
This
whole of
is-
the season.
So that is why I'm putting him above Casemiro because
So
He
if,
wanted
so,
to be a
so,
part of
so
Casemiro.
if people label Lavia as a flop,
Yes, he
didn't
hasn't
play.
played.
It's the same as Cassie.
Yes.
It's the same as Casemiro.
Why are you biased?
I'm not being biased. I said Rice is better than Casemiro. How is it biased?
Alexis had a better impact this season than Casemiro.
Okay. Because
Just put him
Casemiro's
out
the 6 and McAllister's not the 6.
McAllister's been playing 6.
Been playing, but he's not.
And he's doing a
So?
good job.
Well, I
That's-
wouldn't say
but-
good job. Calm down. Like your
Oh.
team is doing a good job, but I don't think McAllister is doing.
Okay, he's doing better than what Casemiro has done this season.
Casemiro has been injured for the half of the
Exactly,
season.
so why is he there on top?
That's crazy, man.
He's 3rd.
I'm complaining because he
Okay.
ranked. I'm complaining because he ranked
Okay.
Declan Rice
Now,
over
wait,
Casemiro.
listen.
He said
Okay.
Declan Rice,
Wait.
Rodri, Cassie.
Even the other question. Rodri, Rice, and then who if it's not Casemiro? And don't say McAllister because you're gonna make me laugh. Yes, we're talking CDMs.
CDM.
So it's Rodri, Rice, and then who? Okay, so then how can you do both?
It's Casemiro, Rodri, Rice.
You basing this off his previous accolades.
It's
Come
all-
on
I'm
now.
not basing off of
This
this
season.
season.
I'm talking of this season.
Rodri's playing for an oil team.
Don't come with all these they still
Listen. Listen,
I understand.
listen. Rodri's playing for arguably the greatest team. Okay, I wouldn't say the greatest team. He's playing for the most overpowered team in the world of football for the past 4-5 seasons. Obviously, they're gonna keep on winning. Obviously, they're gonna keep on winning trophies and all this stuff. They're just great players. They spend large amount of money on players to make the squad good. Okay, they are doing good. But look at the teams that they, look at the teams he's playing in. Look at the teams. Rodri's playing in such a great City team. Casemiro came to us last season, a terrible, sorry for my words, a shit Man United team last season, and he still put up numbers. He helped us win a trophy after 5 years. Why are you laughing? Why are you
Be
laughing?
serious.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just saying, no. But I'm talking based on this season. If Casemiro was not injured, no, then I would obviously most probably have put him above Rice. But I'm being non-biased. Why are you being biased? I know you're a United fan, but I'm being realistic here. Logan, you have to agree with me on this one. Like,
I do.
exactly. So that is why.
Casemiro's number one. That's great.
Exactly.
No, I didn't say that. He said that
He
exactly. So that was
So
my
who's
number
number
one. Who's your number one?
My number one signing would be Ross Barkley.
Okay, explain.
I thought it was Jota.
Nah,
Nah.
explain to us why.
Listen, I know he plays for Luton, and I know Luton are currently at the table. But you know the team Luton are. I mean, they just came to the Premier League for the first time in now, I don't know how many years, but yeah, exactly. And the impact that he's had on that team.
I can't fault you.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
underrated number
One
one.
was like 3 goals and 3 assists now also, by the way.
And a free throw. And so everyone
Exactly.
Everyone was
Everyone
basing him off his spell at Chelsea.
At Chelsea, exactly.
And
I
so
understand at Chelsea, but maybe he didn't have the best of seasons, but now at Luton, he's actually doing good.
Nah, it's a good pick.
My number one pick, I would have to agree with you.
Crazy. Why are we going off tangents here? Who's your number one?
My number one pick would probably Ross Barkley also. You know, Luton came from Championship, right?
Yeah.
They came from Championship.
They came from the second division, yes.
Come from Championship. You see how terrible their stadium look, but that doesn't determine the type of team you are. Luton players is just pure passion, and I think like them adding Ross Barkley on a free transfer just like makes so much sense because you can see what he's doing with Luton at the moment. They're performing, they're doing well. Sometimes they lose, sometimes they win, but
Sometimes maybe.
it's great to watch them play. I just hope they stay in the Premier League for another season.
I mean, they did win.
Unless they win United.
They
then
won
have-
Brighton. How many was it?
Yeah, the one right.
Oh,
One Brighton.
4-0, no? Was it 4-0? Exactly.
So my signing of the season, same Ross Barkley.
Why? You have a
He
different
literally
reason.
just explained.
Oh, I'm just asking you had a
Nah,
different reason.
He explained both of our reasons. The Logan's as well in the same sentence.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now we are going to go on to the flops of the season. My number 3, because I'm comparing him to Rice. I'm not saying they are the same type of player or anything, but I'm just saying the amount of money that both of these teams spent. Like, my number 3 is Caicedo. 110 million. Like, I really thought that he was gonna be a good player, but you know, I don't know if it's just because Chelsea has been bad, but he has not been good whatsoever. He's not a 120 million player. That is not his fault that the money was paid to him. Same like with the Anthony thing, but we're not speaking about it. It's not his fault. We're not speaking about that because that was last season. Yeah, like 120 million, that was awfully wasted. Like, you could sign so many players. Like, Liverpool rebuilt their whole midfield with that 120 million. Like, that was money awfully spent. So that is my number 3.
Oh, hi guys. My number 3 is also Caicedo. I mean, because look at the Chelsea team right now, They bought him for what?
120 million.
120 million. 120 million, They bought Declan Rice for how much? 100 million?
110,
And
yeah.
Declan Rice obviously now has he has a better impact on Arsenal than
But
Caicedo
could you
has
say he's
on
in a
Chelsea.
more stable team? That is what I'm saying. Like, Rice is going into a team where you know it's settled. They know their role in the Prem. They're fighting for the Prem. Whereas Chelsea doesn't know what
Chelsea
they.
should also be on the level of fighting for the Prem, but now they're fighting to stay in top 5, top 10. Understand?
Okay.
Hit me.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so that is your
Yeah.
number 3. Brady, your number 3.
So my number 3 is actually Guarville.
Guardiola from
Mm.
City. Wow,
Yeah.
that is very controversial
That is
because
actually, yeah.
from when I've seen him, he has been good. But you give your reason because maybe you can convince me why is your number
You
3.
know how much City pay for him?
100 million.
100 million for him. Most
They paid 100 million.
I don't think like how can I say? Okay, I'm a United player. I shouldn't be talking about team
Yeah.
spending.
Fan.
I mean, fan. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be talking about clubs spending a lot of money on defenders. You know, but
That is very controversial. Your pick,
But-
but
how can I say? He doesn't put in the performances. Like when I watch it, he doesn't put in the performances. He just looks like an average.
But could you say that he is just the average player? Just the fact that so much money was spent for him. He's not playing bad, nor is he playing world class. He's just like in the middle. It's just because of the price tag that you labeling him there.
I feel like for his age and the run that
He's
Croatia
21.
had,
He's
I
21.
feel like for his age and the run that Croatia had in the World Cup just boosted his price and stuff. I'm not saying he will continue to be a bad player, but from how I watch his gameplay and all that stuff, right now he's not looking like world class. But that's not to say he won't be world class in the future. But that's my number 3 for flop of the season.
Okay, Ethan, your number 3.
My number 3, same like as Brady said. Guardiola.
Guardiola, that's crazy. But speak.
Because when City plays, no, he plays the same role as Zinchenko as Arsenal. And when Zinchenko was there.
But can I also say another thing? He's not a left back. That is where people's getting it wrong. He's not a left. It's just because he's quick and he's
He's
fast.
not playing left back.
He is
In the
playing.
system that
Yeah, he
not
starts
sure.
left back. He
Yeah,
starts left back
so
and he
he
does
goes
it
in this-
inverted. But
Yeah.
I don't think that he is as a natural ball player as your Johnstone and stuff like that, which is why he's not
He does
like
not go to the mid. He
But-
goes into the centre back role.
Don't you think as a defender you should adapt to the different positions that your manager put you? Like in
maybe
support of the
so
back line?
so
Exactly.
yeah, wait, there's another thing. So if Ten Hag plays Maguire right back, should he adapt?
Yes.
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 So
Because
should
look what he
so
did-
do you think he
listen,
would
listen,
Look at-
what
wait,
he-
listen.
what he did with Luke Shaw.
one at a time, one
Look what
at
he
a
did
time?
with Luke Shaw. He moved Luke Shaw centre back. He played well. That was
But not everyone can do that,
but
unfortunately.
Listen.
He's a professional.
He's a professional.
So if you if so if
I'm an amateur. I can play left back, centre back, and right back.
Look at John Stones.
I'm
Look
an
at John
amateur.
Stones.
so you saying
moved him from centre back to
if Klopp
CDM.
moved Van Dijk to right back, he's gonna still be the world class Van Dijk that he is now.
I mean, you're
Yes.
obviously gonna adapt. You're obviously gonna adapt.
But listen,
That's crazy.
you can't now move him immediately. Guardiola had pre-season with City to train in a position.
But if you're not comfortable, then you can't be forced. Remember, you're pro. Just you're not under 12 where they say go play striker. You must do a job as striker. Go play
But he
right
moves
wing.
into the mid back. It's my midfield. The 3 backs. Johnson was move up, as you said. Am I wrong? You said that. So, and what does he do at the back? They go past him like he's nothing. Ruben Diaz
Nah.
has a bigger impact.
Obviously, because Ruben Diaz is the best centre back in the world. At the
Hey
moment.
now, hey now, hey now.
Is he not been?
Hey, let's not go there. Let's
so
not
Van
go
Dijk has
there.
been better.
Let's not
Arsenal,
go there.
Arsenal,
One
Arsenal.
mistake, one mistake.
Okay, and Ruben Diaz had made 0.
Don't they send Ruben Diaz like every week?
Nope.
They send him back to Benfica.
That's why he won the treble. Just saying.
Calvin
Just
Phillips
saying.
also won the triple.
What are you saying?
But
I don't
Calvin
know
Phillips
what
did
the
not play. Calvin Phillips did not play. He barely played.
Did Calvin Phillips not win the triple though?
But Ruben Diaz played.
Did he win the
Calvin
treble? Answer
Phillips-
the question.
Exactly. Did he not win the triple?
Winning the treble means nothing.
Crazy.
Ryan Brewster won the Champions League,
David Beckham also won the treble.
Exactly, my
but he played in the final. Calvin Phillips didn't.
Calvin Phillips won a fucking. Sorry. Calvin Phillips, he won a treble. You understand this, right? Calvin Phillips.
He's
Yeah, like
basing.
zero
He played like zero
Listen.
minutes, bro, in the whole season.
Yeah, and he's basing off now that one thing over treble.
And now Ruben Diaz is the best.
Because he won a treble.
He won a treble.
So we must now.
So why
who's your
so
flop
okay?
of the season?
No, we've on. Okay, we're
Number
on to
two.
number 2. My number 2. Oh, we haven't seen much of him yet. I do want to give him time because he plays for my team, but it's Mason Mount. Number 1, he's been injured. He played like 2 or 3 games and then he got injured. My second reason is because I don't know why they signed him. Like I do not see Mount's purpose in the team. Like we have Bruno Fernandes. Like if you're gonna play him next to Casemiro, are you guys listening to me?
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
we play him next to Casemiro.
No, you can't play him next to Casemiro.
That's what you said.
No,
Mason
Mason Mount. I said yeah.
Yeah, but that's what he said.
You Mason Mount just does not fit into our team unless you take Bruno out, which will never happen. So number one is injury prone, and I just don't see where he fits into this team.
Doesn't fit in.
And for 60 million paid, we could have signed someone else like a centre back. Or now we have Hoyland, so I'm happy with Hoyland. So yeah, that is my number two. I just do not see why he was signed. I hope he comes good, but as of now, he's my number two.
Hi.
I'm Logan.
This may be controversial. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like Richarlison is actually a flop this season. Look here,
Guys,
I can see this. I can see his face already. I can see his face already.
I'm also shocked because I'm sure he's like 5-5 at the moment, but speak.
Exactly at the moment.
yeah, means nothing.
Listen, I'm saying for the player that Richarlison could possibly be, he's at Tottenham. He's not doing anything.
Is it because you are now saying this because any striker that come into Tottenham is gonna have that burden of
Exactly.
replacement. Harry Kane's replacement.
I know. Not all the strikers or any replacement at Tottenham are gonna get is gonna be as good as Harry Kane was ever. You get me? But Richarlison, I mean, he had I had high expectations for him. I'm not gonna lie. He got to Tottenham. Wasn't he injured? Actually, he was injured.
Yeah.
He got injured,
the
right?
World Cup.
Exactly after the World Cup, and I mean, he had some impact at Tottenham, but I feel like not as much as I would expect him to have. Brady. Wait, I mean, what did you say? Your name?
Marcus.
Marcus Cunningham.
My number two flop of the season would probably be no hate to anything but Mason Mount.
Okay, I'll just say that.
Yeah, same Mason Mount.
Mason Mount.
Brooklyn basically covered everything.
Everything,
Mount.
yeah.
Okay, but he has been injured.
That's what I'm saying. I hope
But when he
comes
plays,
good.
what does he do?
I've
He
only seen like
assisted-
4
The game
games.
that he played, he assisted against Luton, and the
And
first.
Let's not talk about stats, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And you're saying he's not going to start over Bruno. Okay, yeah, that is
That is
true.
true,
but
That
that's
is
not
true.
He
But-
has the number 7.
Mount can
Doesn't
play on the
matter.
right wing also. He
But
did
then
that
I'm
many
just
times for
saying-
Chelsea.
That if he plays right wing, that is not his best position. So you're just wasting him out on the wing.
I feel like ball playing and he's crossing and he's passing.
We need to
Wait,
come to a
wait.
team where we're gonna verse like maybe City or Liverpool, where we're gonna have to keep the ball. Then you would probably work.
Who
with
said something of adapting?
me?
Was it you? So why can't Mason Mount adapt to playing right wing?
It's not his best position. He can play there, but he
But
won't. No,
he can play
Just
there.
say now, no?
No, you said that when I said Van Dijk right back. I said no. He's the one that said adapt. I didn't say that. He said adapt. My bad. I said I didn't say that. So yeah.
Cut his head off, bro.
Family friendly, Logan.
Cut his head off.
Oh.
Of course.
So my number one is not the signing of this season, but everyone at United had high expectations for him, and he just let everybody down. Like me, especially as Jadon Sancho. If you watched preseason, I don't know, Brady, you're a United fan. I don't know if you watched the preseason games, but I noticed this season, but I'm just saying. No, can you listen? I'm explaining.
It's the topic not this
Can I
season.
explain?
Listen, what is the topic?
You're not letting me
Listen,
explain.
Let me talk.
I literally said that it's because he got a new lease of life. I'm explaining myself. He's not the signing of this season, I know, but he had a new lease of life. He got, remember, 3 seasons, 3 months off last season, and everyone expected him coming into this season to be a better player, and he just after that Arsenal game with all the antics that went on, he just let me down. Because if you watched him in preseason, Ten Hag gave him a new role, the centre forward role, and he scored like 2 or 3 goals in preseason, and I thought, okay, we finally gonna see the Dortmund Sancho. He's finally gonna be back. No,
So you should play where you used to play.
no, can I? But he didn't work on the left for Ten Hag. He did not work on the right. He was not going to play in the 10 role because of Bruno and Mount coming in. So it was gonna be third choice. So Ten Hag had to try something else. And because we had Hoyland, a 4 striker getting behind, he tried something else. You know, that false 9 type of striker that can fetch the ball, just link up the play. I thought that was gonna be his role. Like if you know, Hoyland wasn't working in this game. You bring Sancho on. He's like a different how do I say, different angle to the way we play. I thought he was gonna be that, but you know, it just did not work out for him. He's just not a Premier League player. Like, he's probably, if not one of United's worst ever signings, and that is why he's my number one. Like, I could go on for more. I can go on more, but I'm just keeping the Jets short. So Sancho is my number one. Not he wasn't signed this season, but based on him having a new lease of life, I thought that he was gonna be the man, but unfortunately, he was not. So Logan, who's your number one?
I actually didn't get that far ahead. But
You said you have four.
I had four
Oh,
base players that way. I probably this is probably gonna, like, I don't know, but Anthony,
Okay.
come on, how much did you pay for him also?
100
100 million.
80 million.
Didn't they give us eight, no? Didn't they give us eight for no,
82 million pounds.
Yeah.
82 million pounds.
And for Luis
Okay,
like,
now no, didn't they give us eight, no, for signing what's his man's name, Nunez, no? I mean, Nunez, come on, he has
Okay,
ups and
but
downs,
listen,
but
remember
Anthony is
that-
just
that
complete.
Community Shield final. He was compared to Holland when Holland missed it.
Yeah, okay, yes.
That is why
hey,
they're
now,
on you.
those were the loser fans.
No, but
it wasn't me.
I'm just saying, if that comparison didn't come, he's gonna be better than Holland. He's gonna score more than Holland. We would not be having this conversation of Nunes a flop, because I'm pretty sure he scored like 16 goals last season or so.
Listen, he has more stats. His stats are better than Saka. And Saka is apparently the star boy.
Yeah.
Saka
Now
is
you see, now you're going.
Listen, Saka is the best player.
You're going
in Arsenal's team.
overboard. He's a right wing, not a striker.
Yes,
And
more.
so-
Listen, he has more assists, no? But like, it's not going to the stats. I'm just saying he has more assists than a
And
right wing.
goals.
More goal contributions,
Compare
like
him to strikers. Don't compare.
Okay.
That's not
Rasmus
compare.
Højlund.
Rasmus. How much goals does Rasmus Højlund have this
Yeah.
season?
You wanna come?
I saw he has like 7.
No, in all competitions, we
No,
check
no, no.
this. We check this. He has one more than Hoyland, and Hoyland is
Goal contributions or goals?
No goals. We're just talking goals now.
Okay.
Because if you're talking all contributions, and
Talk,
then it's like
talk.
comparing De Bruyne to him, because De Bruyne has more contributions. That's just what I'm saying.
Like you just said compare the strikers now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if you're gonna compare goals and assists, then you
Now, tell me, how many goals does Rasmus have in the Premier League now?
yes, 7,
And how much does Nunez have now?
like 8 or 9,
Exactly, no?
Yeah.
and
And
Hoyland
he's also flop.
And Hoyland scored his first in December. Just remember that. So I'm not. Can I speak? I'm not.
We didn't say anything.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, be going that. Look, I'm
The
not.
face, man, yeah.
It's fine. Okay. I'll leave it slide.
Ready, Jota?
Your number one flop signing.
Listen, I think I speak for myself and Ethan when I rank this guy number one. The price tag, the way Brighton scammed Chelsea. My number one spot for flop of the season is Caicedo. Do I need to explain
number
myself?
Now we really explain it.
Yours?
Nah. It's already been spoken about.
Okay. So now we're gonna move on to the team that's been underachieving in the Prem this season. I'll start first. My team that has been underachieving very badly compared to what they did last season. Okay, I don't think they expected Europe to be so bad, but now my number one team is Newcastle. Last season they finished 4th place.
Yeah.
This season I don't even think they're in contention for top 4, or they maybe are, but
They seven, yeah.
okay, I will give them grace. They had a lot of injuries, and I mean a lot. They had to throw in a 17-year-old to play every week. I mean, yeah, like
Performing,
he is performing, but that you don't do, because look at Ansu Fati. Barcelona threw him in so early, and look at him now. He's just like a average player. I'm not saying that he's gonna turn out like that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, because he was thrown in so early, playing so much games, that's too much games for a 16, 17-year-old to play every week. Maybe a start now, a 30 minutes next week, and a rest. That is how you bring a 17, 18-year-old into the team, not every week. That is just how bad, to the extent of Newcastle injuries. That is, I'm not saying that they could not bounce back, because they are the richest club in the world, but yeah. I think you also agrees with me.
Yeah, the team that I expected to do good this season was Newcastle, and they obviously not doing as good as I expected them to be. I mean, they made Champions League last season. I understand that. This is not their first time, obviously, in the Champions League, I'm assuming, right?
But first time in a
But
long
like first time
time.
in a long time for the team they have. You understand?
69 years without a joke.
Okay. Brady?
Brady, your
Storm now.
your underperforming team.
Listen, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me with this one, but I actually think Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they're underdog.
I don't know where they are, but
Well,
if you look at it, I understand. If you look
Of
at the
the-
team on paper, also
Of the last season when they signed how much, like 20 players,
22 players.
they rebuilt the entire team. This season they also signed a lot of players. I would expect him to be like,
Ilanga, Hudson Odoi, like
I expect him to be like battling for Europe. That's high expectation. That's high expectation. That's high high
no, it's
expectations.
not because that's top 8.
That's high expectations. But listen, they have the squad depth. They have the players. They have quality players. I'm not gonna lie. Like what's his name? Chris Wood. I would. He's also been like scoring goals and all that stuff. But I honestly think Nottingham Forest should be like battling for top 8 with the amount of players they have, the quality and the squad depth.
True.
So that's just my team that I think is underachieving.
Even
My team, personally, I think Chelsea. Chelsea,
okay.
because look at the players they signed. Look at the
You thought they were gonna bounce back after last season.
After last season. Because everyone's saying, okay, now they signed the best youngsters now coming up and all that.
Speak. That's
They signed the best youngsters. Then they putting up comparisons to the likes of Haaland, Trent at right back. All this every season they do it. Then they get surprised and how they don't make it. And now they're 10th on the log. They win their 10th, they lose their 10th. So basically they are underperforming. And as Chelsea is a big club, and what's his name? Todd Bowley, he buys whoever they want. So basically they've been underperforming.
okay. So now we're moving on to the team that's overachieving, or you did not expect them to do as good as they are. I'll start. My team is Aston Villa. At time of recording, I think they fourth place. They fourth. I knew that they were gonna be good because I saw Diaby, Pau Torres, like they signed top players, but I did not expect them to be fourth at the time of recording. They like what? How many games in? But how many? They fifth. Oh, they fifth. Sorry, 24 games in. Yeah, 25 games, 24 games in, and they are fifth place. I did not expect them to be like where they are, and the whole team is performing. Watkins on fire, Douglas Luiz, everyone is performing like they are just like a good team to watch.
Just can't win United.
You're number one. Your team performing. Sorry.
I wasn't prepared for this question, I'm not gonna lie. But I would say Villa also, no? But Villa for the past few seasons have also been playing good. Understand? So I wouldn't say where they are right now is a big shock, right? But I would expect them to be there. I expect them right now, currently, and for the future to actually make Champions League football, not Europa League or European Conference League. I feel like they should be playing to fighting for Champions League right now. Yeah,
Ready?
that's me. Oh, I love it.
Your team.
You're still gonna hate me for this, but I actually think the team that is overachieving is Chelsea. Listen,
Yeah.
last season they ended 11th, they 10th now. Yeah, they lose games, but they
moved up one position and now they're overachieving.
and they're in the final. Like last season, you wouldn't. Last season when you were looking at Chelsea, you're like, nah, this is the downfall of Chelsea. Okay, they're still terrible right now, but they 10th last season. They were 11th. They've been winning games. You know, sometimes they lose, sometimes they win, and they got themselves into a final against Liverpool that they will be losing. But yeah, I honestly think Chelsea.
I think Villa is my team.
Okay.
No
They
need to
already,
add
yeah,
more.
they don't need to add more. They already said
Okay.
everything.
So before we end now, I have one more question. Your predictions.
For this?
Your predictions for your team this season is all like, where do you think? So obviously, me and Brady could agree on whatever.
Brady and I.
Same thing.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Grammar Police.
Damn. So Brady, I'll let you speak for me, and I'll just add. Where do you think United will be finishing this season?
Are you talking about?
No,
Are you talking about Prem or like?
like your
whole season?
prediction, like trophies wise,
Okay.
whatever wise.
Away goes.
So we only in the Premier League, so all you can say is where do you think we
That's
finish
crazy.
this season?
You,
Personally,
you put me on the spot for this.
why?
I didn't prepare for this.
But that's just your opinion.
You love
Can't
United.
Can't you ask me like about?
How about me
what-
and Ethan just speak?
Okay.
Nah, how about you say like what's your prediction for like the following
No,
season?
No, this season-
I also asked him that to see. But
Because,
nah,
like,
nah, look.
We
Just,
midway through the season, so we want the end of the season.
okay,
to
nah. Where do you want them to be at the end of the
Yeah.
season?
at the end of the season.
Like, we're on the log.
Obviously, I feel like every team battles for top 4 for the Champions
Okay.
League
But
spot.
I believe that we are going to get top.
I
four.
also
Nah,
do
that-
think we're going to end top 4. Like, I don't see. I see Villa dropping points. I see Tottenham dropping points also. I see us winning, losing.
And then
I
losing
don't
again.
think now that we have all our Martinez got injured again, but the team is big. The team is better than what we were like a few weeks ago. Like remember we played different centre back pairings every week.
Yeah, we
like,
played
the
like
team
10
was,
different.
The team was very
centre-back pairings.
unsettled, but now that we have the core players back, I really feel that we could go
Johnny
on a
Evans
run.
probably the best
I-
Premier League defender. I mean, what?
I probably think as high as third place and as low as fourth place this year. That's my prediction.
As high as third place, so over Arsenal.
I don't think third place. I
You
think
see, 'cause
fourth. Yeah.
That is my prediction. Why is
You think we're gonna end over
I said
Arsenal?
as high as third. We could. I'm saying okay.
That's
so
actually,
we-
that's
let's
actually
put it-
very high, bro.
We're gonna finish fourth.
Why
Is
is
my
this year
prediction.
points?
Okay,
Okay.
Logan and Ethan.
How
what
about
do
you
guys
ask us
think?
about next season?
Okay, so if you obviously didn't already know, Ethan and I support Liverpool. We obviously can't be top of the log, right?
You
but-
think you are winning the Premier?
I think
Listen, Brooklyn, this is our.
we have give a mic, give a mic,
Sorry,
give a mic.
Where's your mic?
Where's your mic?
Where's your goals?
Sorry. Those going off tangents, you'll be talking about soccer, but I.
Ethan just think about goals all day.
Even if it's a game team.
Right. Well, it's actually the same age as Yamin
Let me
Lamar.
like.
Right. Back
Stop
to
it,
the
back to the topic.
fucking. Okay, so Ethan, you obviously think that Liverpool's gonna win the league, right?
Yeah.
I also think they're gonna win the league. First of all, I think they're gonna win the league. We're gonna win Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final,
We're
right?
gonna win the FA
We're gonna
Cup.
win the FA Cup.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
win
win
the
the Europa
Europa
League.
Over Bayer Leverkusen.
Yes, I feel like we can take Bayer Leverkusen out, bro.
They're gonna take Alonso from them, put him in our setup. They're gonna take the whole team also.
So you
Put Verts, put him on the
guys are
bench.
gonna win like 3-4 trophies this season.
Yes, I'm back in my team.
What are you on about?
2 out of 4.
How much are you gonna win?
How much are you guys gonna win?
Listen, Arsenal is
None.
next year.
Next year.
Next year.
How much are
Two
you gonna win
points
next year then?
I think we will win one.
You shall win none.
What?
We're gonna win
What
one.
is gonna win?
Listen, you guys are losing Klopp. Your team is
Can
gonna
we
fall
stop
apart.
now?
So we're losing our manager, which is
So?
actually really sad. But
You guys,
the players are
you
still
guys,
there.
you guys are gonna lose Klopp.
Okay.
Van Dijk's not gonna sign a new contract.
Two.
Trent is out of contract.
Woo, okay.
And Salah's out of contract.
Amazing.
Do you think you're gonna keep all their players? If
Yes.
Madrid comes
Amazing.
knocking on the door right now for Trent is
But
going,
he's not. You
Then
think
he's
he's
gonna
going
go
to?
through and through.
say
Yes.
Kassam.
Wallahi, Kassam. You think Trent is gonna go to flipping Real Madrid? Real Madrid.
After what they did to him.
Are you nuts?
If
Are you
any
nuts?
player knocks on it, if Madrid knocks on the door for any player, they will say yes.
Listen,
No.
Steven Gerrard, he did say yes.
What? Oh, we talk about Slippy G.
Wow, where we going to now? These are going way off topic.
He said any player, sir.
Exactly.
Any player,
Steven Gerrard.
any player right now.
You
Name
think-
one young
You
talent.
think they must come to trade? They will come
Name-
to right now. and you say,
Name
yeah,
one.
no. Are you
Name one
nuts?
player that hasn't had a dream of going to Real Madrid.
Trent.
I'm pretty
What
sure
makes you
he's-
so sure?
Bobby Maino.
Hey, now Brooklyn.
Bro, he's 18.
But you said they have
No,
a
it's-
dream. Any person can have a dream.
Any player's dream is to go to the biggest club in the world, which
So
is
Bobby is at United.
is-
Man United.
which is
Liverpool.
I personally think it's Luton Town. But nah, I genuinely don't think Trent will ever leave Liverpool to go to Real Madrid.
Yo, you crazy.
Real Madrid.
But listen, subscribe now for more.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, I'm still waiting for your predictions before we close.
We just said it.
Oh, we're winning the
Carabao.
league, we're winning the Europa League, we're winning the FA Cup, we're winning the Carabao Cup.
And
Okay.
Womp womp.
Okay, Brady, would you like to do the
Yeah.
outro for us?
Go to the day.
Go to the date. If your Wi-Fi gets slower, it means more people are connected.
Crazy how Brooklyn's wife just got slow.
This is not about Wi-Fi.